This was a really great piece. They did a fantastic job here of creating this whole world and really fleshing out the lead's environment. So I really like that. And I appreciated how they showed all the nuances of the relationships we got here. It was so layered. You could see how much everybody really cares about each other despite the struggles they face and the harsh words that they often have with each other. So it made for a really believable story where you can't help but empathize with these characters. So I thought that was fantastic and I really enjoyed watching this.
I really like Tecata. I really like the cinematography in that, like, all of the shots and all of the angles were motivated, and like even though it mostly took place in the house, you know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like it didn't feel like you just used the house. It felt like the shots were intentional and motivated. If that makes sense, I don't know if that makes sense, but I really like the cinematography. I really like the acting. Oh my goodness, the acting was excellent. Um, and overall, it was really well done. And the revelation at the end really hits like a gut punch. So really well done. Good job.
I found Tecata to be a beautifully shot and touching short film. We have the opportunity to follow Jenny, a very smart and strong young woman, as she struggles to take on the responsibility of her family's household and her two younger brothers in the wake of her father's passing and her mother being unwell. I think that she also tries to shield her brothers clearly from the full sort of force of the harm that her mother is causing on their relationships and their family structure due to her addiction. And she's also struggling to keep hope alive that she will be able to go through with the scholarship university program that she's been accepted to. But as we watch the film, it seems increasingly unlikely that she'll be able to leave her family behind safely while she does. And I think what is beautiful about this film is the few moments where we get to see their mother showing her love for them and being herself again, and how much they cherish those moments and how they're still able to accept her apology, even knowing that this will happen again and that everything is not okay, but that they can come together and still be.
I thought this was a really strong piece, told really well and really thoughtfully. The way the struggles just piled on was just so effective, and it felt authentic as well. It just really got you to sort of to sympathize, and just makes you feel just a really strong dramatic piece. Definitely worth checking out.
Tecata was a beautiful film, um, showing this young girl and her family and all of the weight and responsibility that's placed on her to be the caretaker for her younger brothers when her mother is um, MIA and has addiction issues and so is unable to provide for them properly. And so she's forced to take on this mother role. She even covers her mom's shifts at work when she can't make it in. And despite all that, she is studying and doing really well and getting amazing grades and was able to get into this amazing university program that only four people in the country, I believe, could get into. So obviously so smart and is thriving in doing that despite all of the other things in her life. So, she's just such a champ and so inspirational and so mature beyond her years, which is through unfortunate circumstances. But I thought that her performance, the actress's performance, was so well done. Um, that scene between her and her mother, where they're just staring at each other, was so powerful, and you could feel that. Um, just really great job, and even that scene at the end where she discovers her mom has passed and immediately protects her brothers, immediately like shields them from that, doesn't allow them to see it, and doesn't even really take that time or that moment to process it herself, right? Which is what moms do. They always put themselves last, and they protect their young ones first and foremost. So you can see her taking on that role. And, it just forces us to think, what's next? Does she get to go to the school now? Or are the child services going to come and take her brothers away? It's just, how the actions of our parents can trickle down and affect children's lives in such a big way. So I thought this was beautifully done, very artistic, very creative, very high quality. Great, great, great storytelling all around.
It's a tender story, and it holds your interest.
This one is quite painful, very tragic, and also feels very honest. Um, it seems to be based not only in one but multiple true stories, and it's just very relatable with the different characters and the situations concerning a parent that is struggling to keep up with family needs, and it represents great humanity on so many different aspects. It was just a great story, amazingly told, great performances. Um, it's just quite dramatic, but very well done.